I come from a generation where yes ma'am, no ma'am, yes sir, and no sir was the norm. I come from a generation where you did not, under no circumstances, disrespect your elders. Because if you did, they had permission from your parents to get you all the way together. And once they got you together, they would send you home so your parents could get you all the way together. I come from a generation where if you were beefing with somebody, you walk home from school, you get into a fight, and you go home. Now, you might have been a little embarrassed the next day if you got towed up, but you made it to another day. I come from a generation where we prayed in school, and the breakfasts and the lunches were made with love. I come from a generation that if you were at your grandparents' house and sometimes your parents' house on the weekends, oh, you was getting up and going to Sunday school. I come from a generation where your cousins were most of the time some of your only friends, and they were more like siblings. I come from a generation of house phones. And if you wanted to look up a phone number, you got the phone book. I also come from a generation, if you wanted to know if a boy liked you or if your friend was really your friend, you get on three-way and you mute the phone so you could hear it from the horse's mouth. I come from a generation where fast food was not the norm, it was a treat. I come from a generation where breakfast, lunch, and supper was prepared every day. I come from a generation where music was made to unite and not divide. I come from a generation that if you had a book report and you needed to do your homework, you went and you picked up an encyclopedia. I am way before Google. I come from a generation